In this module, we are going to learn how to implement the list view selection and navigation using MVVM Prism. So let's begin. Well, first of all, let's go to the Prism application, and there you will see that we have a course page. We want to navigate the user to the detail of this course whenever he presses the course from the list view. So we need to add another page for this purpose. What I'm going to do is, I'll add a new Prism content page and name it course detail. Now this will also add a view model, that is course detail view model. Alright, now let's open this course page view model, and there I'm going to add a property of type quote, and then I'm gonna name this property. Alright, now inside the setter of this property, let's check if this selected quotes is not equals to null, then simply put the code for navigation. As you remember that when we want to navigate from this view model to some other view model, then we use navigation service. We have already covered this navigation service in the previous modules. Alright, I'm gonna add a property of type iNavigationService, and then inside the constructor, let's pass this interface, and finally let's assign this parameter to this property. Alright, now in the setter of this selected code property, I'm gonna instantiate the navigation parameters class. And then let's add this selected code inside this navigation parameter. And here inside this add method, we need to pass the key and the value. So let's name our key to quote detail, and then let's pass the value. In our case, the value is this selected quote because we need to send this selected quote to the next page. Now let's use the navigation async function, and then let's pass the name of the page where you want to navigate. Well, we want to navigate to the quote detail, so let's pass the quote detail, and then let's pass this navigation parameter, and here we go. Now on the quote detail view model, we need to receive this parameter. So what I'm gonna do is, I'll switch to the course detail view model, and you remember that in the previous modules when we talked about the navigation, then we have used this iNavigation aware interface. So let's use this interface, and then let's implement these two methods that comes from this iNavigation aware interface. Alright, here we go. We have both these methods here. Before adding something in this method, let me add a breakpoint with this method. And then let's switch to the course page view model. And there you will see that we have this selected quote property. Well, we need to bind this property with the list view selected item. So let's go to our list view, and inside this list view, I'm going to bind the selected item with this selected quote property. And here we go. Because we are navigating from this course page to the course detail page, so let's go to the app.xaml.cs file, and there let's make the root page to navigation page. Now let's run this application, and here we have a quotes page, and all the quotes are coming inside this list view. Now if I tap this list view item, then the breakpoint will be triggered, and you will see all the data here. Right now we are getting all the data of particular cell, and we are also getting the key along with this value. So first of all, go back to the quote detail view model, and there let's start our work. We have also discussed that in order to receive parameters from the previous view model, we will use this onNavigated_to method. Now in this onNavigated_to method, let's use this parameter, and then in the square brackets, let's pass our key. Well, we are sending the code detail from the codes page view model. So let's use this key here. Make sure you have watched the navigation section because there I have explained these concepts. If we go back to the codes page view model, then you will see that we are sending the underscore selected code field of type code class. So in the code view model, we need to cast this into code class. Alright. Now on this codes detail view model, we are only interested to get the code description and display it inside the code detail XAML page. So what I'm gonna do is, I'll add a field of type code and name it underscore code. And inside this onNavigated_to method, let's assign this to our underscore code field. Now with this underscore code, we can access all the properties of the model code class. Well, we are only interested to use the code description. So let's use this description property. Now we want to show the description of this code inside our XAML page. In order to do that, let's add a property with the backing field and name it code description. And simply assign this underscore code dot description property to this code description. Alright, there is only one step left, and that is to make a user interface of this codes detail page. So let's go to the codes detail XAML page, and there I am going to add a stack layout, and within this stack layout, let's add a label. And then I'm going to bind the text property of this label with the code description property that comes from the codes detail view model. Alright, it's time to run this application. Now you can see that we have a codes page and all the codes are present inside this list view. And when we tap any specific cell, then it will take us to the code detail page. And there you will see the detail of the code. Alright, that's awesome. So far, we have successfully created our codes application with the help of MVVM Prism. I have attached the source code of this application along with this course. So kindly download the code and practice it on your machine. If you have any questions and suggestions regarding this course, then please feel free to ask it on the QA section of this course.